Well, hey, forget fancy diets, fitness fads and expensive surgery. Shedding those extra kilos, wait for this, it could be as easy as thinking yourself thin.
Virtual gastric banding is the revolutionary new therapy that's helping people lose weight through the power of hypnosis. So joining us to explain is world-renowned hypnotherapist Sheila Granger, along with working mum of three, Julia O'Keefe. Good morning to you both, ladies. Sheila, we'll start with you. We've all heard of, going and getting gastric band surgery if you're looking to lose weight, but what exactly is virtual gastric banding and how does it work?
It does sound really a bit of a madness concept, doesn't it, to probably a lot of people listening. If we get somebody to imagine surgery, do people have to be gullible for that to happen? And it's not really a case of imaginary surgery as such, although there is that element of it in sessions. It's more, if you think about it with our eating habits, we've kind of lost track of what the foundations are. We're bombarded with different messages from diet industries and, diets never tend to work in the long term. So this is really about getting somebody to focus more on, okay, what's my tummy telling me as opposed to my head and my eyes, and putting the right foundations back in place again. So with hypnosis, we can get somebody to be satisfied on much smaller amounts.
Yeah, all right. Well, I've got to say, I was a sceptic when I first heard of this, and I suppose a lot of people watching this morning would be, Sheila, but the proof is in the pudding, I suppose, pardon the pun. How successful is this? What are your results?
It appears to be around about 90% successful with people. Now, when we talk about success rates, of course, it's how long that is successful for. And with any weight loss product, it works while it's working, and then when somebody stops it might stop. With hypnosis, we hope to bring about a long-term change with somebody by helping somebody develop a new set of habits that they can realistically live with. So it is successful while those habits are there. Most people think, well, what if I can't be hypnotised, or I don't think I can be hypnotised? But, hypnosis isn't as unnatural as people think it is. And we go into that state naturally every single day of our lives, driving our car to work every day, same route. Do I remember going through those traffic lights back there? So we're all in a trance, if you like, at certain points during the day anyway. But then we become highly receptive to new ideas and concepts instead of us consciously thinking, OK, well, I need to eat less and exercise more, because that's what most people think, isn't it? Well, why doesn't somebody just eat less and exercise more? But that's sometimes so difficult to do consciously.
Well, what's your experience been with this program, Julia?
Well, I struggled with my weight for many, many years, and I tried everything from pills to very strict exercise regime to trying to eat less. It does work, but it does take a lot of sheer willpower that is not sustainable long term. And I think when I came across hypnotherapy and this particular method, I wanted to have something that is sustainable long term, and that I don't need to feel like I'm deprived if I'm not eating amounts that I was eating before. And it worked from day one. It worked from the first session.
And when you say it worked, what results have you noticed?
Well, first of all, I started eating much smaller portions, and I don't feel like I need to have any more. So obviously the immediate effects of that straight away, within 4 weeks, I dropped 1 dress size, and I keep going. So it's something that is straight away noticeable in cravings. So I used to crave sugary and sweet foods, and particularly late at night, you just feel like snacking and comfort eating all the time. And if you have stressful situations in your life, that kind of triggers that as well. I feel like in the past month, my whole lifestyle changed, and I don't feel cravings anymore, and I'm satisfied with very small portions of food that I use as fuel for my body rather than for anything else.
All right, Sheila, can I ask you, the treatment itself, is it ongoing? How often do you need to come back and essentially be put back into that trance or hypnotised? You're not going to just wake up after a week clucking like a chicken or something like that, are you? I mean, how long does this last?
Yeah, absolutely not. I mean, once you know yourself, if you've got a set of habits or routine, once you're in that, it tends to stay. You stay in that routine and habit. But it's a 4-session programme, generally over about 4 weeks, which helps somebody with that new set of habits. And as Julia said, you know, some people will and notice that difference immediately. You know, like a switch has been flicked in somebody's brain. That's how people kind of describe it. Other people, you know, it needs more to get that to stick in and those habits to stick. But then generally, once those routines are in, and it can be down to 4 weeks, that's it, they stick. If somebody has a lot of weight to lose, then they're probably going to need support over a longer period of time, which is why, you know, with perhaps bariatric surgery, you know, if there's some psychological intervention with that, even with the physical surgery, the results will be better in the long term.
Yeah, interesting concept. All right, Sheila, thank you for your time and for explaining that one to us. And Julia, continued success for you on your journey. We appreciate your time this morning. Thank you both.